Alright, hey everybody, it's been a really long time since I filmed a video. Obviously there's something new here. This is Ziggy Marley. Say hello, Ziggy Marley. We lost our dear Woo Woo, the one that would stand back in the corner in the hallway over here. We had to put her down a couple of weeks ago. It was a really hard decision, probably one of the hardest things that I've ever been through. But we did get this little rascal, so she's definitely kept us on our toes. She is going to be 11 weeks tomorrow. She's a little Boston Terrier. So ornery, but we love her to death. So I'm just going to jump right out of the shot here, and she's not allowed in this room. So we're going to stick her right over here. Okay. So now we're just going to move on to some summer favorites. Clearly I'm a mess because I haven't been at this for a while, so. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to start off with hair. First you might recognize that my hair color is a little bit different. It's kind of, the lighting of course is terrible as usual because I'm still filming on an iPad instead of my camera, which I should be filming on, but I haven't yet mastered that skill. So I've kind of got a little bit of a dark root here, which it's not picking up so well, and that kind of went into a magenta and then a rose gold on the ends. And it had faded out some, so today I touched it up with some of the Pink Viral shampoo, and I'd heard rumors that it was a little bit drying, but I don't know, I'm okay with it. I didn't think it was too bad. I mean, my ends are clearly already dry because they're pre-lightened, but I followed it up with my Bonacure, the Schwarzkopf conditioner, and I let that sit on there for a little while and it was fine. So, new hair color, new haircut, really like it a lot, courtesy of the owner of my salon, Danielle, so if she's watching, thanks, love it. So moving on into hair, a lot of you have actually, I've had some people message me recently about moisturizing, so with humidity right now and people that have naturally curly hair, everyone's kind of struggling with frizz. One of my favorite things, which of course is going to be a Paul Mitchell product right now, is the Lavender Mint Conditioning Treatment. I don't know why I sound like I'm so out of breath, sorry. This also comes in a leave-in. This is the Rinse Out Conditioner. I love both of them. They smell amazing. It's so refreshing. The spray I have in the salon right now, but I really like that. You can again pick these up at the shop. They're really great. Addison loves it too. I love that they have the little pump on here, so that makes it nice and convenient for everybody. This is great. Moving on into Paul Mitchell again, it's the Hot Off the Press spray, and I'm not sure if I've talked about this before, but I love this. I have loved this for years before I even worked for a Paul Mitchell salon. Many of you know because I have probably recommended it to you sometime in the past. I have a few thermal protectants that are my favorite, the IME, the Wella one that you shake, and then this one. But this one I find just works so well for the humidity. I don't think, I'm not too bad today for it being, rather humid out. Of course, it's not as humid as it has been, but this does a really nice job at keeping the frizz at bay. So I really highly recommend this. It's great. Next in the beauty department, I have this Hemp's Glamour Girl lotion. This was kind of like a special edition. I think they had like 3 or 4 scents out for summer. And this one just smells, has like a very warm, almost more fall-like, but there is something to it that kind of gives it a summery flair. It does not have a description, otherwise I would read it to you. But to me it's just kind of like a patchouli amber mixed with like a light floral possibly. I don't know, it's just, I like the packaging a lot too. Of course, that's always a bonus. It looks nice sitting on the counter, so I really like that. Also with scents, I was in Kansas City recently and I picked this up based on a recommendation from another YouTuber that I watch, Sarah Hawkins, and it is from the brand Adorn, and it's the Onyx Confidence, and I got this at Urban Outfitters, and the notes in this are orchid, plum, and patchouli. I also picked one up for my mom, and they have another scent also, and it has a clear quartz crystal in it, and this one has the onyx crystal floating around in there, but it smells so good. It's just like the perfect summer scent. And I think, you know, the description of it kind of tells you all. It's got that deep undertone of the patchouli in there, but also has like the orchid and the plum, and I do sense some softness in there, so it's not entirely too warm, but it's great. It lasts forever on you. And my mom and I both commented that we could smell it on ourselves. I don't know if you guys can hear the dogs wrestling. They're crazy. So, and that was $24. Keeping with scents, I've really been into incense, actually. And not any particular brand. I really like these Morningstar. I got this one at Tilly's, and I think I've seen them. I saw them at like a quirky gift shop in Iowa City before too. Kind of one of those, I don't know, like an organic hippie store. I'm not sure what you want to call it. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me, but I assume this is like an, I don't know, the writing is foreign, so I can't tell you if it's Japanese or Chinese. I have no idea. But the scent is amber. I really like these. These are short too, so if you're going to do a quick meditation or something, they burn up pretty quickly, so you don't have to worry about leaving it unattended for too long. And then the other one I picked up was the Lotus, and I got these from World Market last weekend on our way home. I also got another scent too, but these are really nice. They were 99 cents. That was my first experience at a World Market, and I have to tell you, I cannot wait to get back to that store. Oh my goodness, I wish we had one here. So awesome. Love it, love it, love it so much. I could have spent all day in there, really. It was just, they had so many cool things. Everything was so my style. But incense, really have been into that lately too. And especially in the summer, I feel like I always love candles, but this is just kind of, it's a lighter. Let's see, let's go into beauty next. I got this blush in Iowa City, and it's from Can Make. And I picked this up at like a little Asian store. It was in Old Capitol Mall. And they just had a lot of like Asian candies and food and sodas and drinks. And I've heard good things about Asian makeup before. And they actually had the Dollywink mascara, but they wanted $35 for it. And I had seen it on Amazon for like $17, so I figured I'd wait, and if I ever decide to purchase it, I would get it on Amazon. But I really do like the blush. Again, the packaging, I'm not going to lie, I'm totally a sucker for adorable packaging. But it's just kind of like a nice peachy coral. When I first used it, it looked really good on my skin, but now I just have too much coloring, more coloring than I would like. Being a softball mom, I'm out in the sun all day long, so I'm a little bit more red and tan than I generally would like to be, but it is what it is. Speaking with the skincare again, I don't know, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the Pink Beauty Blender brand, but Walmart now carries their own, and I know there are a ton of them on the market. I've seen them everywhere. Pretty much any place that you can imagine, someone has something like this now. And I have tried other ones, and I have not cared for them at all. Walmart, however, has one that I like so well. My mom actually picked them up first and told me she loved hers, loved the ones that she got way more than her beauty blender. So I think for like $5.50 you got 3 of them, and excuse me, the other one's a yellow too. I'm not sure where I placed that one, but same exact concept. Your foundation. Right now in the summer, I just use a tinted moisturizer. So I've been applying it. I just dampen it like you would your beauty blender, and then I take a towel and I kind of just wring it out with that, and it applies my foundation so evenly. It's pretty flawless. So I really like that, especially considering I'm using like a heavier tinted moisturizer right now. So, and they did have like maybe a pink and purple combination. I think this one was like color correcting, the green and the yellow. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you what the difference is. I didn't pick the other packaging up, and this one works great. Hands down, love it. Next, when I was at Sephora, I got some eyeliner, and I had, I don't know, some points, and I just hadn't found anything, I don't know, probably in the last year really, that I wanted to spend my points on yet. And I had never tried the Bite lipsticks, and so I thought, oh, I'll use 100 of my points and pick the Bite lipstick up. So I did that, and this is in the color Beetroot, and I absolutely love this. It's pretty bright. Let's see if I can swatch it on my hand there. It's like a dark pinkish red, and it lasts so well. It looked so good with my hair, I thought. So I really like that. If you have any points from Sephora, or if you've had the Bite lipsticks before, they are worth it, I would say. I would probably repurchase this in the larger size. It was a nice quality. Stayed on a long time. It wasn't drying. It didn't feather out very much, really not at all that I noticed. So highly recommend that. And next, back to hair, are these hair ties. And I have seen these two forever, and I thought, oh my gosh, that looks like a hot mess. Like, I cannot even imagine putting something like that in my hair. That concept seems absolutely horrendous, like terrible. Who would want to stick this in their hair? So I was at the supply store maybe a month or so ago, and the lady that works there, and I picked them up, and I was like, gosh, these are just, she's like, no, they're amazing, trust me. And I'm like, I don't trust you. I don't think that those even look amazing. I think they look like they would be torturous trying to pull them out of the hair. And she's like, I promise you, if you buy them, you are going to love them. You'll never go back to a regular ponytail. And she was right. Oh my gosh, you guys, you put these in and they stay in place. They don't move. Your hair, let's see, it's just like a regular pony, but it stays in place, and you're able to manipulate your hair a lot more. I mean, that looks crazy, but you know, they're just great. They stay on the wrists nicely too, and without not being fabric, they don't get like moist, and you know, yeah, they don't feel all weird and gross on your hand. So
Is it feeling better?
yep, she's feeling better. My daughter just walked in the door, so. And last but not least is the HGTV magazine. I got this subscription as a gift from my neighbor lady for Christmas. And so I believe, this is June, so this is my 6th issue of this now. And this magazine is great. I really am not a magazine person anymore. The dog is just going nuts. I'm sorry. She sounds like a gremlin. I'm pretty sure she's bred with a raccoon. They just have, for me, it's totally my style. Bright colors. Let's see if I can find an example here. Like for summer, they've just got a bunch of like, I'm actually in the market for new outdoor lights, so that's been kind of helpful, although there wasn't anything in there that was really my style. I kind of have something particular in mind, but just a really great magazine. They have just a lot of bright, mid-century, you know, if you're into that kind of design. I really can appreciate the, what's her name, Joanna Gaines or whatever her name is, and her husband. I really appreciate their style. It's just not necessarily my thing, but HGTV, their magazine, it seems like it's on point with my style for the past 6 months. So that is it for today. Sorry this video was a disaster, but just trying to get back in the swing of things. I wanted to film. I run into some of you who are friends and relatives, and they said that they've missed me, which is a really great compliment because I've missed it also. So hopefully soon we'll get back into a regular schedule. But for now, see you later.